is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
They need to move it 2 more yards on third and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Huskers! Great job by the back on the option.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a man, it's McCoy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the air, it's Glenn. Looking down the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football. See?
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the...
He's going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. The give is to Smith. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single running back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage, now 3rd and goal from the 2. They're trying to slam it in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Husker! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over TCU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Finds his man. It's McCoy. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both...
Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. Touchdown Seminoles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. To the air, it's Glenn. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass. It's Rayola. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Close to the marker. It's Mills. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns.